Hi guys, I'm back with another online quiz with you. My name is Paulina Mwakunda, for those who don't know me. The question says, tell us about a time you had to manage a team or organize an event. What was the biggest challenge you faced in motivating others or managing logistics, and what was the outcome? So there was this time I was given to manage a project of distributing pads to the young girls in school in a secondary school. So we picked one secondary school, and then we had to organize on how we're going to buy those pads, on how we're going to even find the money to buy those pads. So I was in front on organizing that one. I had to put a team together. There was no team actually, because that was my idea in the first place. It was under the Great Youth Organization. So I had to find the people I can team up with so that this project is a success. So we did that. We had to organize who are going to fund in those the money for us to buy the pads, and then we're going to fund in the transport. I had to come up with a team that I'm going to be reliable with. The challenge that I faced was, after coming up with our entire group, you build that group together. But there's some people who don't tell you to say, okay, I won't manage to just maybe speak to my fellow girls, or they'll just disappoint you at a short period of time. You've put them on a list to say, okay, at this opening remarks to be done by Mr. John, I would rather, let me as an example. Then Mr. John, on that day, on the actual day of doing his work, he says, I won't come. He just says, I won't come. And that was very challenging because we had put everything in place. So we had to find somebody else because the team was just of 5 people. So we had to find among ourselves the 4 people who's going to have an opening remarks, who's going to be taking pictures. It was quite challenging because it was time up and then people were waiting for us. So that was a challenge. And I would want to motivate others to say, no matter how small you might look, you can still dream big, and then you can still wake up and say, I think I'm going to be something like this. The sky is the limit, nothing can stop you, and then you can still do it. I never thought that at some point that project would make it, because there were a lot of procedure that needed to be taking place. We needed to have a letter from the debs. Yes, from the debs, from the higher education in Zambia. We need to have that later to say, okay, this is a genuine organization. Then that their work is also recognized by the debs, so they can go ahead and distribute pads. It needs to be. It's a lot of work, but all in all, don't give up. Just do it. The sky is the limit. You can dream whatever you want to be, and then after 2 years or even a month, you can become that. Thank you.